Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? What's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today is part 2 of our talk on why you shouldn't feel like a failure or feel guilty when you gain the weight back. So essentially, we're talking about 3 reasons why you yo-yo with your weight. So we talked about the 3 reasons already, and just getting the camera here, making sure everything's good there. So we've already talked about the 3 reasons why you yo-yo. And now we're going to be talking about the 3, or how you can actually address these 3 reasons. Now, if you're like most people, and I'm going to give you a recap really quick on these 3 things here, and we're going to kind of talk about them again. But if you're like most people, again, you've lost weight and you've gained it back. And there's 3 reasons why that happens. Or the other kind of scenario that often happens with this is maybe you haven't had to lose weight before, but all of a sudden you gained it. And maybe you hit your 40s. That's a really common thing, especially for women. 40s or 50s, you start gaining weight again. Or not again, but for the first time in your life. So we talk about why that happens. And this is really it. I mean, this is essentially kind of the same reasons why you gain weight kind of in the first place. And we're going to talk about how you can actually address it. So if you are trying to lose weight, this is going to be a very, very, very critical thing, or these 3 things are super critical to address. In fact, if you want to lose the weight permanently, and I help people do this. I mean, we lose 20 to 45 pounds in 6 weeks, but the key is to keep it off. I mean, I've kept it off for almost 7 years now, 6.5 years. And, I eat treats and I eat snacks, and we go out to eat and we travel, and we do all the typical stuff that every other human in America is doing, or a lot of them anyway. And so it's really about learning to do it sustainably. And part of that is addressing these 3 reasons. So let's kind of review just really fast what these 3 things are and why you shouldn't feel like a failure. And really what it comes down to when you're talking about weight gain and gaining the weight back, and why you shouldn't feel like a failure, is because your body's actually doing certain things that's making you gain the weight back. So make sure you can see the camera here as far as why. Okay, first reason, just to recap, the reason why you gain the weight back is because you did it incorrectly. You lost it incorrectly. You forced yourself to lose the weight. What I mean by that is your body stores fat as a survival mechanism. And what we try to do, because of stress, and not just emotional stress, but it could be chemical, it could be toxins, it could be, a physical stressor. So your body just stores these fat stores in your midsection. And then you try to force it to lose weight just by exercising more or trying to cut your calories. Now, this may work for some people. It's a real thing. You do have to be in a deficit to lose weight. That's a total true principle. However, if you're just trying to get in a deficit all the time, but you're not addressing some of the underlying issues like inflammation and insulin imbalances and things like that, you're going to gain the weight back. You may be able to do it for a time, maybe it'll really look really fit, but over time, if you just keep that approach of just trying to force your body through calorie restriction and calorie deficit, it's going to wreak havoc on your body. You're actually going to damage your metabolism, and it's going to make you gain the weight back. So as I always say, if you force your body to lose weight, you'll always find it. The key is to get your body comfortable releasing the fat stores. And that's what I'm going to teach you today about number 1. All right, number 2 is your set point. That's where your body feels comfortable maintaining the weight. So if you lose weight and your body doesn't feel good about it, and it felt good back where you were at, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever it was, it's going to feel better there. It's going to make you gain that weight back. This is one of the major reasons, again, why we gain weight, is because our body never felt good about losing it in the first place, partly because we did it wrong, but because we never created a new set point for the body. You have to create a set point in order for your body to feel like it can stay there, feel good, that homeostasis, right? So we're going to talk about how you can create a set point for your body. And then the third thing is toxins. Now, this is probably one of the most important things. If you do lose weight, regardless of how you do it, and if you create a new set point for your body, that's awesome. But if you don't get rid of toxins inside your body, then what happens is your toxins get stored in fat cells. And so if you lose the fat, or you burn the fat, right, and release those fat stores, toxins will go into your bloodstream, and then they'll want to go back into the fat cell eventually, because that's what your body does. So you'll gain the weight back, oftentimes more than you did in the first place. So we're going to talk about how to address the toxins today. and make sure that you're doing it right. So I'm going to give you some actual practical steps on what you can do to actually make sure that when you do lose weight, you're doing it the right way. You can create a new set point and you can get rid of the toxins so you can keep the weight off permanently. That's the key, right? Nobody wants to lose weight just to lose weight. Everybody hopes and prays and gets excited about losing weight, thinking it's going to be the last time they're ever going to have to do it. This is going to be it, right? This boot camp, this Optavia, this shake program, this Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whatever it is going to be the last time I'm ever going to have to lose weight. But it only will be the last time if it follows these rules, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to lose weight really fast. I'm not going to go into great detail here and make this like a 2-hour long video because that can get long and you have to do that. There is some specifics to these things. So here's the key about losing weight correctly. Remember, you have to understand how the body actually gains weight and loses it. Weight gain is a sign or a symptom or a bell, whatever you want to think about it. It's an alarm if your body's saying there's something going on, there's some stress. So you have to be able to help your body feel like there's not stress. Okay, now you can't get rid of your kids, you can't get rid of your husband, you can't get rid of your wife, you can quit your job, I guess, or whatever, but you're gonna have to have a job sometime. You got the freeway and TVs and food that you eat. So the best way to not cause stress on your body is to not eat foods that stress your body out. Okay, so the best thing you can do, and I'll write some of this stuff up here, I'm just right here on the side, is you can eat real food. Okay, so the reason why this is so important to eat real food is it allows your body to be nourished. It addresses some of these root cause problems. There's like 7 or 8 different reasons why you gain weight in the first place, and really what it comes down to is stress. But nutrient deficiencies is one of them. Toxins is another one. Stress, obviously, inflammation, hormone imbalances, gut imbalances, digestive imbalances, microbes and allergens, food intolerances. I mean, there's a whole list there. So the best way to avoid those things and address all of them at the same time almost is eat real food. So protein, right? Real proteins. I'm not talking like shakes. I'm not talking like vegetable, like turned into meat protein, that new, I don't even know what they call it, that like KFC and everybody's doing nowadays. That's like not actual animal protein, but it's supposed to be animal protein. Like, I'm not talking that. I'm talking about real protein. Now, when you look at a list of what foods have the most nutrients in them, yes, animal proteins have the most nutrients in them. That's not to say vegetables are bad, because most of your diet should consist of vegetables, but you need some real actual protein. So fish, beef or elk or bison, pork, turkey, chicken, all those types of things, and you want to get a variety of it, okay? Real food. Now, if you were to look at your plate, 50% of your plates should be non-starchy vegetables. 25, you could make some fruit or maybe some starchy veggies, and then some protein in there, maybe 25% of your plate, and then just add some healthy fats and oils, right? The coconut, the avocado oil, the things like ghee or real organic grass-fed butter, right? So you want to eat real food. Now, you do have to be in a deficit, and here's the key. You don't want to create a massive deficit. You can't, if you're supposed to be eating 1,800 to 2,000 calories to maintain your weight, you can't get into a 1,000 calorie deficit without helping maybe support your body. If you do that, you're going to shut your metabolism down. And if you go into a deficit too long, you're going to shut your metabolism down. So if you're ever trying to lose weight, don't try to lose weight for longer than 6 to 8 weeks. You have to then go into kind of like a period of time where you just eat more food, but you don't just go eat pizza, you eat real food, okay? So that's the key, is you gotta eat real food. You wanna create a deficit, but not too big of a deficit, because otherwise you're gonna shut your metabolism down. So that's how you one of the ways. Now that's I'm not going into great depth here. I'm giving you some basics, okay? If you have questions, you're welcome to answer them. This is what we address in the program, of course, but this is the key, is you eat real food, and then you also want to drink lots of water, which comes into the toxins here, but we'll just, put this big old thing here that says water, that you want to drink. That's a terrible W. Lots of water. And this is going to be like true for all of this, okay? So real food and water, and you can't kill yourself in the gym. That's the other thing that you have to do to not force your body, is you don't want to kill yourself in the gym. In fact, research shows that people who exercise intensely for over 60 minutes, it's actually harmful. 90 minutes of moderate exercise is harmful for your body. And we're talking jogging, we're talking running, we're talking Orange Theory, we're talking CrossFit, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not to say it's bad, but just know that you are giving up something by doing those types of exercise. You're doing those things to gain muscle and look a certain way and maybe gain endurance if you're a long distance runner. But just know when you gain those things, you're giving up the ability for your body to live a long, healthy, stress-free life. So you might be giving up longevity or weight loss or those types of things. So intense exercise is not the best for weight loss. And there's a lot that goes into exercise, but basically walking is the best thing for you. High intensity interval training, or what people might call Tabata or burst training. Look it up. It's really easy to do. You can do it 1 to 2, 3 times a week. That's all you need. You really don't need it more than that. You shouldn't be doing it probably more than that. But even 1 time a week is great for your mitochondria, which is your metabolism. Then you want to do some resistance training. 2-3 days a week. It doesn't have to be weights. You don't have to go to the gym. Do body weight. I've built more muscle tone doing body weight exercise than I ever did lifting weights. So just depending on what's kind of your jam and what you like to do. But walking, resistance training, and some burst training is all you really need, is what research shows us. And that's actually kind of the way our bodies used to actually do. That's the way we used to move as humans. So that's how you lose weight correctly. You don't kill yourself. You don't stress your body out. You don't just say, oh, I'm not losing weight today. I have to go to the gym more, or I have to eat less. No. Your body needs nutrients. It needs to feel good. So let it feel good. Just trust the process. Trust your body. Give it real food. Give it lots of water. And then give it movement. Not exercise, movement is the other key. So I know people will say, well, exercise is key. Well, research doesn't support exercise actually helping you lose fat. It's great for other things. Bone strength, muscle strength, brain health, cardiovascular health, lung health, but fat loss, it's just not a real thing. So that's the first thing, is you've got to lose it correctly. All you need to be in is like a 500 calorie deficit, maybe even less, and you'll lose weight. It may not be crazy fast, but that's the key. Now in my program, we do it a little bit faster because we do some specifics. We support the body nutritionally so it doesn't go into starvation mode. It doesn't go into stress mode. So we do some very specific things on my program that we can, we do it a little bit faster, but doing it this way, you'll lose weight and it'll happen. You just have to trust the process. Okay. So that's how you do it correctly. Don't do massive deficits again. Don't do shakes. Don't do powders. Don't do prepackaged stuff. That stuff may help you lose weight. But again, we're talking yo-yoing. Got to get the camera right here. We're talking yo-yoing. If you don't want to yo-yo, don't do those things. They don't actually address why you gain weight. And they actually sometimes can make it worse, doing prepackaged shakes or pills or powders or even the fad diets. They don't teach you how to really address the problems. Eat real food, drink more water, move more often, and don't eat too much food. That's the other thing I always say. Eat real food, don't eat too much, drink lots of water, and move more often. Okay? That's how you don't force your body to lose weight. And you can. Okay, how you create a set point. After you've lost weight, you need to give your body some time, like I said. Even if you've gone and you tried to lose weight for 6 to 8 weeks, you need to give your body some time to not lose weight anymore. So you need to give your body your basal amount of food, what would be you'd call your daily expenditure, for a period of time, 4 to 6 weeks essentially, to help your body stabilize. And that's all you do. So we do it really simply. We have some very specific guidelines for it in my program, but all you got to do is just eat your basal, your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and do that for a period of time before you do anything crazy, and add in any different foods or anything like that, and you can create your set point. So it's just about allowing your body to feel good there without trying to lose weight or adding in anything super inflammatory or crazy processed foods or anything like that. So that's the next thing is just give your body we'll call it the BMR is what it's called, your basal metabolic rate. You need to give it that for 4 to 6 weeks and help it feel good about staying there. Okay, so that's the key for that one. Now, toxins. This is a really key thing here. You have to detox the body while you're losing weight. So a couple of ways to do this. And again, you have to do this because if you don't, toxins are going to go back in your fat cells. So the way you do this is you first have to release the fat store, which you do through this, right? And then while you're doing that, you have to support your body with a couple of different things. You have to support it with the right nutrients to stabilize the toxins. Otherwise, you're going to feel like crap. People will go on sugar detoxes and they just feel nuts for like a week, or they just feel bad, right? Physically sick, emotional, or headaches, all sorts of stuff. Unless you support the body the right way, you're going to feel like crap because your body's detoxing. It's called a Herxheimer response, essentially, that when bad toxins die off or bad bacteria, it causes unpleasant symptoms, okay? So the way you do this is first you got to eat real food, because if you're not eating real food and you're eating like shakes and prepackaged stuff, you're bringing more toxins in. If you're drinking Crystal Lights and you're drinking Gatorade, or you're drinking Propel Zeros and Diet Coke and whatever other chemical-filled things, you're bringing more toxins in. So remember that even though it's 0 calorie, doesn't mean it's healthy, doesn't mean that it's not going to cause problems, because toxins make you gain weight, so therefore diet soda makes you gain weight. So best thing is eat real food, don't eat too much, drink a lot of water. We're talking at least half your body weight in ounces per day. So lots of water, and then you can move more, which we'll talk about. So first thing you do is you just eat real food. So we'll write that here, okay? Now you want to focus on some certain veggies. You want to focus on high fiber veggies, like your salad stuff, and you want to focus on some things like cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, that kind of stuff, because that's going to balance the toxins. It's going to stabilize them, so you're not going to feel as bad while you do it. So lots of broccoli, lots of cauliflower, lots of cabbage, assuming your body can handle that. So real food, we'll put, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, okay, stuff like that, because that's going to help stabilize the toxins. So you've got to do that while you're losing weight. You got to just eat those things often, eat them a lot. And then the other thing you want to do is you want to take a binder. So a binder is something that's going to bind to the toxins to pull them out. So what you could do is just take some fiber or some activated charcoal. Either one of those things is great. That's going to help you. Write that down, fiber and activated charcoal. Those things are going to help bind to the toxins and pull them out. Now, other things that I like to have people do, the first week or two you start your journey, and you can do this multiple times a week, but take a detox bath. So we'll write this down here, detox bath. And all you do is just add Epsom salt, like 2 cups of Epsom salt to your bath water, and soak in there for 20 minutes. It's going to help reduce inflammation, kind of pull toxins. You can also do the same with bentonite clay. That's going to help kind of extract things from your body. And that's another great thing you can do to help detox while you're losing weight. Another great thing you need to be doing is sweating. Hopefully the camera, you can see this all the way here. And by the way, if you're listening, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you're enjoying this, if this is helpful, if you can hear me, just give me a like, comment, ask questions, that's fine too. But share the video, that way we can get more information out to people. So what did I say? Sweat. And now, I don't mean go sweat it out in the gym and kill yourself in the gym. That actually doesn't help you detox, and actually has the opposite effect. You want to sweat from the outside in rather than the inside out. Exercise makes you heat up from the inside. Saunas and like direct sunlight, things like that, help you detox the right way, because your body's sweating and heating up from the outside in. So you want to go to a sauna and sweat it out. Do that every day. If you have an infrared sauna, a near infrared sauna, that's the best. If you have a combination of near and far, that's probably even better. Just a normal wet sauna works fine. Sitting in the hot sun, take your clothes off. Great. If you can do that, awesome. Sweat it out. Get in a hot bath and just sit there and just sweat. Just make your body hot from the outside in, and that's going to help you get rid of the toxins, which you have to do when you trim down, when you lose weight, whatever it is, you have to get rid of toxins. Otherwise, your body's going to want to put them back on, and it's going to make you gain the weight back. So you've got to do these things, but let me re-emphasize this. The very best way to detox your body, it's not a juice cleanse, it's not drinking celery, it's not just fiber. The best way to detox your body is to avoid toxins coming in. How do you do that? Real food. Organic, non-GMO, real food. Grass-fed animal products or pasture-raised, organic. It's the very best way to detox your body. And then you got to do these other things to help with that, right? Sauna, sweating, binders, cruciferous veggies, all that kind of stuff. So you got to do those things as well. There's some basic stuff you guys can do. In the program, we do some specifics along with this as well. There's some other things we do, but this will help you detox as you lose weight, and you need to do that. So again, just to recap, we're not going to go through it all, but you have to address these 3 things at the same time in order to lose weight and keep it off. Again, you can't force your body to lose weight, so you got to eat real food, don't eat too much, drink water, move more often, walk. I don't mean go hit the gym for 2 hours and do your crazy cardio. I mean walk, do some resistance training, do some burst training, and then get in a deficit. Not a crazy deficit, just a small deficit, and do that for 6 to 8 weeks. And then what you want to do is give your body, the next step, the right amount of food, basal metabolic rate. Just Google it. It's really easy to find out and figure out for yourself. So once you do that, then that gives your body a time for another 4 to 6 weeks to balance and feel good about what just happened. If you lose 15 pounds, in my program, we lose 20 to 45 in 6 weeks. So we do it really fast because of specifically how we lose the weight. And then we set in the set point. So you've got to create that set point. Otherwise, your body wants to go back. One thing that will destroy your set point is if you eat crappy food. It's not about calories. You could skip dinner every night and eat ice cream, but you'll still destroy your set point because of the inflammation, because of the blood sugar imbalances, and because of the toxins coming in. So if you stress your body out through food, and you're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, like most people, a handful of M&Ms might start destroying your set point. So you've got to keep the inflammation at bay because that will destroy your set point. But you got to give your body the right amount of food, not to lose weight, not to gain weight, just the basal amount. And then you got to detox. Eat real food to detox. Drink tons of water. I didn't actually add water here, but you need to drink lots of. Oh yeah, it's right here. This is what we did. Water. Half your body weight in ounces per day. You got to drink that much water. You got to eat lots of broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. You got to take a binder like fiber or charcoal. Take a detox bath, which is your Epsom salt, and you got to sweat it out. From the outside in, not the inside out. Don't work out to sweat. You want to sweat in a sauna or the sunlight or a bath or something like that. So hopefully this helps. I know that was a lot of information. I promised I would make this live. I made a live 2 days ago about these specific things and why they make you gain the weight. But I want you to know, again, you don't need to feel guilty if you gain the weight back. Sometimes we fall off the bandwagon, but even if you're right on track, I talk to a lot of people. I've talked to multiple people this week who are like, I'm perfect. Like I eat really well, but I can't lose the weight. Here's why. You force your body to do it the wrong way, or you're forcing your body to do it the wrong way. You're not creating the set point, and you're not detoxing. That's really it. Now there's some other things in there. You got to address the root cause problems of why you can't lose weight. That's a different story. There's like 7 or 8 different things you have to address in a real way, like a very profound way to lose weight very quickly. But you have to do these 3 things to keep it off. You also have to do these things to lose it the right way. So this is maybe the more tricky one, I think, to lose it the right way. But you can do it just by basic stuff that I talked to you about. So hopefully this helps. If it's been helpful, share the video, like it. That's how we get this information out to more people, is we share it. And Facebook will share it, and YouTube or whatever else. So share the video, like it, comment if it's been helpful, say hoorah. If you have questions, feel free to comment. And of course, if you want more help, always reach out to me. Most people will reach out to me for a couple reasons. One, they want to do it fast. They want a proven system, and they want to be able to have somebody who's done it themselves, which, I did these 3 things, and I've been able to keep the weight off for 6 years while eating treats, snacks, tortilla chips, starchy stuff like potatoes, pizza, you name it, whatever you want. There's a way to do it that doesn't hurt your body. It's just about doing these things for sure. So let me know if this helps and if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.